Hi guys, my name is Jordan. I'm a 23-year-old with BPD. I'm making this video as there seems to be a lot of stigma regarding the illness, a lot of complete lies and misguided information. I want to set the record straight. I don't have any fancy recording equipment. I can't edit, so the video might have a few mistakes. I'm just going to go with the flow. Having said that, if you see me looking down, I've got a couple of notes here to help keep me on topic. By the way, I wear a false eye on my right hand side, so if anyone notices it's a bit dodgy, don't bother putting it in the comments because I already know. So number one is that people with BPD are attention seeking. I will admit I do have a tendency to put myself in the spotlight at times, but BPD has nothing to do with attention seeking, and I think I can prove it. If I feel like I want a bit of attention, I'll post a singing video or maybe get a bit more dressed up for the day or spam my Facebook with loads of funny videos, you know, that kind of thing. I would never want to draw negative attention to myself, so suicide attempts are not attention seeking and they should be taken seriously. Number two, need to grow up. So, interesting fact about BPD, most sufferers will have a childhood item that brings them comfort, such as a blanket. I still have my teddy, snooze him, and chat to him in a crisis. People with BPD were typically not taught coping strategies during their childhood, so in times of distress deal with it in ways that might be deemed childlike. It took me a long time to relearn how to deal with things in an adult manner, and until my early 20s I often found myself screaming hysterically or incomprehensibly or collapsing to the floor if my emotions just got too much to handle. It's not a case of just growing up, as counselling is needed in order to learn these skills, and waiting lists can be years. Number three, violent. People with BPD are violent. So I've seen a number of times people now claiming to have been in a relationship with someone with BPD and that they were violent and dangerous and to stay away. That has absolutely no link to the illness. As in all walks of life, you'll meet some violent people, some complete pacifists. This is down to their individual character, and BPD plays no part in this. I can say with certainty I'm one of the least violent or nasty people on the planet. I wouldn't harm a fly. Number four, should snap out of it. So BPD has certain triggers that can cause an episode in someone. They can be big or small. What it does is it triggers a fight or flight mechanism in the body. So once triggered, it can take a very long time to calm down or return to normal. It's not something you can snap out of. It's your body's and brain's natural instinct to perceive danger. For example, my dad shouted my name the other week to see if I wanted a brew. He shouted it up the stairs and it really panicked me, and I was out of sorts actually for the rest of the day. So he knows not to do that now. Number five, feel no emotion or heartless. So my mum, who I now don't speak to for various reasons, once said something to me that's hands down the falsest statement I've ever heard. She said I feel no emotion and that I'm heartless. People with BPD are hypersensitive, which means they feel any emotion about 1,000 times stronger than the average person. Sometimes people's words can sting so badly it actually feels like burns on my skin. I think the misconception comes from sufferers being so overwhelmed with their emotions they shut off to make sure they don't react with sort of extreme anger or make the situation even worse. Sometimes they might be too confused with why they're feeling a certain way to even begin to open up and discuss these feelings with others. Number six, manipulative. This one really got to me when I saw it. So I've seen it a few times. It's the same as the point I made about violence. Some people will be and some people won't be. One way to look at it, when the illness is causing severe trauma, sufferers will make frantic efforts to stop feeling that way, particularly with perceived abandonment. This is actually one of the criteria for diagnosis and is nothing to do with being manipulative. It's just us taking what steps we feel necessary to feel comfortable again. And the final one, I just want to throw this out there. I keep seeing that people with BPD are either very attractive or obsessed with their looks. As far as I'm aware, BPD has no influence on the way you look. I've never personally been that obsessed. One theory I did have is another criteria for meeting diagnosis is having an unstable sense of self. Maybe people satisfy this by getting dressed up or trying out different looks. I tend to always wear or carry something that is the colour green. Gives me a stable self-image, and it's a trait I know I've always had and always will, and it gives me comfort. So in conclusion, I hope this video appeals to some of you watching. Also help clear up some of the myths surrounding the illness. It's the first talking video I've ever done. I'm pretty nervous, so please go easy on me in the comments, but let me know what you think. Just to add as well, in case anyone's interested, I'm actually currently writing a song about BPD, life with the illness. So let me know in the comments if you think I should post it. Thank you guys, and like I say, be nice. Bye.